Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Ocean Keeper. Well, as you can see, we've got our benefactor trying to once again remind us of our mission. We've got to go ahead and find a black box. Now, unfortunately, that's easier said than done, but you know, we are making progress, so that is all that counts. We've got ourselves a couple of skills, some shielding, some missiles and mines. That'll always be good. We'll still stick with our golden machine gun for now, as it earns us extra meta currency to catch us up to where we were at, and otherwise I feel like we're doing fairly decently. So we'll go ahead and we will jump back on in. We do have one tick of the resource module, which is nice. That should hopefully give us a slightly better idea of what's going on. And yeah, we have a few more upgrades to go as well, so that should hopefully help us out and maybe get us a little bit closer. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive on in and see what we can find in this next run. Hopefully we can figure out where this black box is meant to be. Alright, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and quickly run on over here and we'll see what we can get a hold of. Alright, diving on down. Okay, let's go ahead and start deploying. We'll see what we can get a hold of. Again, 5 is the magic number of these starting blocks, just so we can afford the very first drill upgrade. As this does take us a fair bit of time for us to drill through in this early section here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and take all of those. We'll go ahead and drop them off. That is that. So let's go ahead and purchase our drill force. That will do. And then, you know, let's go ahead and quickly search off the left-hand side. Make sure that we have a fairly even a look as we're searching for some of these early resources. We don't really want to be working harder than we absolutely have to for our early game bonuses. Alright, come on, quickly now. We do not have too much time. Again, it's only wave 1, so it's not the be all and end all if we're slightly late. But again, we still do need to be somewhat cognizant nonetheless. Alright, let's focus in a couple of shots here. We'll go ahead and shield on up, make sure that they cannot touch us, and back down we dive. Alright, in a couple of seconds we can afford another one of our depth charges, so we'll go ahead and fire that in a second. Yeah. Hopefully that can clear a good amount, and you know what? I think that's actually, oh, that's actually remarkably good. We've found a very good spot here. Alright, oh, and you know what, before we do, let's go ahead and pick up some carry capacity. That way we can carry maybe a couple more of these without being too heavily slowed down. We are a little bit slow, so maybe we drop just one of these now that we've got them to the top. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll go ahead and pick those up. And, looks like we're one block of being able to get a speed boost, so I think we'll go ahead and pick that up as well. So that's all of our basic things picked up right now, so that means we are nice and speedy. Yeah, I think we're in a pretty good position with this mine to make some decent speedy progress. You know, we'll take all of those, we'll take this one too, and then I know we've only got 5 seconds left, but we'll go ahead and grab these two so we're at least done. We shouldn't really be too slow. Yeah, and we should even have enough for a nice little upgrade. Alright, let's go ahead and fire off that shield. Let's go ahead and drop a mine just to be on the safe side. There we go. Alright, all is well with the world. Fairly minimal damage too, so that is good to see. Alright, and you know what? Oh, actually, you know what? I was about to say, let's quickly dive down the area which we've already cleared the majority of. Because I want to see if we can find a green mineral so we can afford the next level of mining upgrade. But either way, it looks like we've got an option between an auto shotgun and a napalm launcher. Let's see. I think the shotgun is probably the best thing. We'll go ahead and we'll pick that up for now. And then let's see what we can do down here. You know, let's dive over here. Yeah, hopefully that gives us better options. And you know what? That has worked out rather splendidly. Alright, so we'll pick up all of those greens. And then we just need a couple more blues. In fact, let's just double check. We need 11. Okay, so we need 7 and 1. Okay, so still a bit expensive. But the good news is we are able to move relatively fast. And you know what? We'll just go ahead and clear this too. Maybe we can try and get a... What do we need? I'm almost tempted for us to go ahead and try elsewhere. But I do like... Oh, you know what? Bother, we've got ourselves stuck. Okay, that's my bad there. Luckily, we've got that nice and speedy upgrade. Come on, into the mech, into the mech. Alright, and you know what? We're going to need a gun upgrade to make up for our problems here. Let's go ahead and pick up the... damage or rate of fire? I think rate of fire. We still should have some of the fairly easy enemies to fight. So anything that gives us a faster clearance of them, the better. And you know what? We'll see if we can path around here so we have a more direct route. Yeah, only a couple more seconds and we should be able to clear this out fairly comfortably. Yeah, I think that's definitely the right call. Alright, let's go ahead and drop that. Oh, and you know what? Never mind. Too late. I was about to say we should do an upgrade for our bomb. But I guess that's a little too late right now. Alright, let's go ahead and just quickly grab this blue one. We'll go ahead and grab that other green. The yellow will be useful, but again, not quite the most important thing for us. Oh, and we're going way too slow already. Okay, we need to drop off a few of these. And we'll definitely start moving on to the next mine after this because we, yeah, we're not able to stick around for that long. Alright. Let's see. Is there anything else we can purchase? Hang on a second. We need 4 more of the blues. That's really what we're hoping to collect while we're here. Alright, that's 1. That's 2. Alright, that does appear to be all that we need. We'll grab that, and I don't think that should be too bad. Alright, we are done with this mine. That means we can now go ahead and get our upgrade. We can go ahead and travel somewhere else. Yeah, this is all good stuff. Alright, missiles off. Let's drop the mine. Let's go ahead and clear this out. Let's try and push our way through. It's a little dicey. Auto shotgun should be helping us out. Yeah, okay, we're keeping him at bay. That is the main thing. Yeah, it took a whole heap of damage that we did not want, but unfortunately that just is the way that it is. We'll drop a mine, keep that back. Okay, well luckily for us, we do have an upgrade for ourselves and we can go ahead and heal. In fact, oh, actually we only need 1 more green. Okay, well, I guess we know what we're doing. We're diving deep as fast as we can. We will... Oh. Okay, this mine seems a little bit odd, but alright. Let's see, artillery or rocket gun? Let's go with the... Reload time is slightly faster, 1 shot on each. High impact shell that explodes damaging areas. You know what? We're going to go for the auto rocket gun. I think that's got slightly better... Yeah, the damage is the same, but the reload is faster. Yeah, that's a greater DPS. Alright, and it does look like maybe... I don't know. Is this a regular mine? Okay, maybe it is. Okay, for a second then I wasn't really too sure if it was or wasn't. We'll try and dig as deep as we can and find some of the green and get that drill upgrade. That is really what we need. Okay, excellent. That is what we wanted. We only needed 1 extra, but we do need to have a heal. So I want to make sure that we've got at least a spare. My goodness, that is a very, very deep mine. Yeah, okay. Well, at least we got what we were after. Let's go ahead and power up our drill force. We still have another 4 to spend. I'm thinking we'll probably end up putting some points into our machine gun. Yeah, that's probably the best thing for us. Oh, and you know what? Early, easy resources, probably the most beneficial thing for us at this stage. So we'll go ahead and we'll collect all of those. Only 10 more seconds, so we do need to be prudent with our use of time. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll up our damage. Yeah, and then if we can find one more blue, that would be the dream, and I think we can... Yeah, there we go. We can go ahead and manage that. We should be fairly safe. Alright, I would have liked to have dropped a bomb down there, but I guess that's not possible. Let's see what we can do. Machine gun, let's see, 6, 4, and 2. Could go for less spread, but again, that's not our major issue. We could go for a mine upgrade. Maybe we just stick with what we've got. Yeah, we've got 2 heals. Maybe... Yeah, if we can get back down there, we can probably get another green. Maybe go for some better reload speed or a better explosion radius. Yeah, so let's go ahead and we will heal. We'll drop off a few of these things. Let's go ahead and try and kite. Alright, I don't think we got to do a repair and we need that shield. Alright, that's unfortunate. I was hoping to make the most of keeping that green at bay, but I guess of maintaining what we've got, but I guess it's just not going to be possible. Alright, well, it is what it is. So much for upgrading the bomb. That would have been delightful, but I don't think we can afford anything now. Oh no, explosion radius. Oh, and reload speed. Well, let's go for the radius first. Let's go ahead and drop that down. I'm not entirely sure what will be cleared, but we'll clear some nonetheless. And then let's get that cursor off screen. That brings us to 4 and 5. Let's try... Actually, you know what? Yeah, this should be fine. Let's go ahead and pick up more of the greens. Yeah, we'll just have to do a couple of quick runs. We'll try and make the most out of our movement speed. But this is a very, very long way to travel for the resources that we've got. At least it's nice and straight and we're not making any turns. That's always a big killer. So I guess it could be worse. Let's go ahead and go for greater explosive power and let's cut down the reload time. 20 odd seconds there. We will be able to use one more before we go. And then, you know what? I know, we're just going to have to go ahead and clear out some of this. Yeah, alright, let's go ahead and work our way across. Oh no, that seems to be a dead end. Alright. Come on now. That'll have to do. Alright, well, I guess what we've got is what we've got. Nothing else can be done with that. Oh, I did not mean to mine that brick. Alright, well, this could be a little bit dicey, but we will see. We still have good opportunity. Let's go ahead and upgrade our damage. I think our damage is going to be the best thing for us. Rate of fire is not too bad, but we do need to shred some of those heavier enemies. Yeah. Go ahead and we'll give that a boost. And then I don't think that there's anything else we can afford. Oh no, here we are. Blast radius. There we go. We'll go ahead and pick up the auto rocket gun bonus. And that is at least something to help us out. Alright, drop a mine. Oh, we've got ranged enemies. That's not good. Might need to do a health upgrade for our mech. That might become rather necessary. Oh, and we're getting blocked in. Okay, we need to make our way back out the way we were running from. Alright, so that's all good. Go ahead and drop a mine. And you know what? Maybe we go ahead and we just check out this place here. Yeah, new mine is good enough. I will take whatever we can get a hold of right now. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and see what we can do. Alright, should at least have another charge to fire off sooner than later. Yeah, here we go. Okay, definitely what we need. Come on, let's drop that down as far as we can. We'll quickly transport these back. We may need a... Oops. Oopsie daisies. Come on, back down the mine, please. What have we got? 9 and 2. Not going to be able to move faster. You know what? We do need more health. So I think we go ahead and we pick that up just for good measure. Just to guarantee that we stay in the game for a little bit longer. And then I think the next thing that we go for is maybe a timer decrease on the explosive device. I think that's probably the best thing. Yeah, and does this link up? Yes, it does. Okay, let's mine a couple more. We'll get that last block as we go. Let's just double check. What do we need? 6 and 2. Okay, so we do have more than enough. That'll definitely speed things up. We've still got 20 odd seconds, so we are going to be able to use that to its fullest. Go ahead and upgrade that, and then, you know what? Let's just drop you down here. It may not be perfect, but it may just be good enough. And then, yeah, there we go. All right. Couple of greens. Oh, let's go ahead and just drop one. Again, we do not have the luxury of being able to be too late. Now, don't get me wrong, we got a good amount of health. But that doesn't mean we have the ability to just be frivolous with what we've got. Alright, now let's go. I do like damage. We can't do that. We don't have any yellow. Alright, what can we afford that will help us? Oh, you know what? Explosion damage and range. You know what? That's not too shabby. I do like the sound of that. Other than that, we could go for the shotgun, but again, maybe blast force for our rockets. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and we'll pick that up. A little bit more AoE wouldn't be a bad thing. And then, I don't know, maybe some speed would be the next thing that we really want to get a hold of. Alright. Let's try and use that mine to our advantage. Looks like we're going to need to try and dodge some of this ranged. Alright, shield up, and let's just try and blow our way through. We've almost got a mine, so that'll be handy. Drop that there and try and pull them all on in. Easier said than done. And then you know what? We still need to find our black box, so let's go ahead and try out a different mine over here. Maybe we can, I don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find it sooner than later. Alright, down we go. What do we find? Oh, and you know what? That's actually, that's a pity. I really was hoping that we would be able to find, what we're after, but I'm pretty sure this is just a terminal. Alright, Mech, let's scan it again. This one could be important. Day 67. Reactor number 3 is showing abnormal readings. Instead of stabilizing the climate, it is creating localized atmospheric pressure zones. My colleague suggests boosting the other reactors for power. I'm against it. It would throw the entire system out of balance. Day 89. Our worst fears have been confirmed. Now we have 5 independent climate impact points operating without coordination. Unnatural weather phenomena have appeared. The ocean is changing. Something unexplainable is happening to the marine life. Day 114. They didn't listen. The reactors have created a self-sustaining system of climate anomalies. Now it's impossible to stop the process. Leaving these records in hope that someone will find a way to fix what we have done. Okay. Well, not exactly what we were after, but still good to know what has happened. Again, I doubt that there's anything in here. Yeah, it's just a couple of blocks. We need to find something, and I think, I don't know, moving on might be good. Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's see, still have 20 seconds left on things. Oh, and a new artifact. That is actually particularly good. Let's drop that off straight away. Damage increase, frost bullets, or explosion radius. I think we go for damage increase. That is definitely the best thing for us. That'll make us a lot more potent in battle. And then, what have we got? Not seeing a huge amount of stuff. Can we drop this down here? Yes, we can. Okay, that should be good. Oh, and you know, we did need a few more yellow materials. So we'll go ahead and pick those up. Alright, and you know what? We'll quickly grab you on the way just so we do not have you drop to the very, very bottom of the mine. That would be unfortunate. And then what do we need? We need one more blue. Okay. You know what? We've already got that there, so we'll leave... Actually, you know what? Let's just leave that be. We're not going to go any further. We'll just clear up some of this stuff. And I think between that artifact giving us a power boost, I think the speed boost is going to be the best thing for us. We still have 3 and 3. I don't think that means we can purchase anything. No. Okay. Well, you know what? It's always worth double checking. You never know. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and speed up. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, that damage boost is definitely helping out. Yeah, alright. Got a few ranged enemies over here. Oh, let's go ahead and quickly shield. See if we can get them onto a single side. We'll try and clear this out if possible. We might have a slight problem, but I think... Oh, we might need to continue on kiting. Yeah, there's still another wave spawning from below, but luckily... Oh! It doesn't look too crazy, and it looks like we're going to get stuck. We're going to have to deal with them all the way back over there. Ah, well, it is what it is. Sometimes you can't help the way things go. Alright. We'll go ahead and pick you up. We'll drop you off. Hopefully, too, with the faster movement speed, we should now be able to carry more things more quickly. I would think that the amount you carry is like a percentage-based decrease. So, yeah, having the slightly faster top speed probably means we can get through things a little bit more easily. Or at least that is my hope. I could definitely be wrong. But I think, yeah, I think that is actually noticeable there. We have more than what we would regularly have, and yet our speed isn't completely tanked. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and boost up our carry capacity just so we don't have to do more runs than necessary anymore. We might actually be in a good spot to be able to clear out a whole heap more as we try and make our way through. Alright, let's carry everything we've got. We've still got 20 odd seconds left. Let's see. Alright, let's see if we can dig our way up. Yeah, I think it'll be faster than going the long way around. But only barely, and it looks like we were even able to keep some of the minerals near the top too, which is particularly nice. Okay, so what have we got? We have time for weapons. Let's go with a greater rate of fire. 7, 11, and 4. Either that, or what else would be very nice? Could go for explosion radius, but again, that's not the be-all and end-all. Oh, we could go for more power. That would be very good as well. Extra damage and range. Either that or we chuck some basic bonuses in for our weapons. Yeah, look, I think for now, whatever we control is probably the best. Let's go ahead and kick up this rate of fire. That'll at least mean that we can deal with things a little bit better, I would think. Alright, let's go ahead and drop a mine as well. Again, need to make sure that we are not going to get completely surrounded. Actually, you know what? Let's try and force our way through here. Yeah, try and keep all of our enemies on one side. And all of the incoming fire to prevent getting swarmed, although it's easier said than done. Oh, let's go ahead and heal. Burned up some of our resources there. But we are still alive. That's the main thing. Let's see what we can do. Alright, definitely need a damage increase if possible. Yeah, damage is going to be one of those tricky things for us, I think. Alright, well either way, we'll see what we can do. Actually, you know what? With all of these blues, we might be able to afford a very nice weapons upgrade sooner than later. Yeah, there we go. Drop all of those off. Actually, can we afford another bomb upgrade? We can go for the reload speed. Reload or damage? You know, let's just go for reload. I think that's always going to be a good call. We've only got 20 seconds before we can use another one. Yeah, I think that should be fine. 10 more seconds, but let's go ahead and drop these off before we get there. Again, just trying to make the most out of all of the resources. Yeah, okay, and we've got another green. That's really good. Again, 30 seconds. Oh, and you know what? That might actually be what we needed. Having a couple more greens means we can probably go ahead and purchase one of those other upgrades, like the explosion damage and radius. That would be particularly nice. And then we can focus on something else. So let's go with the damage and range. We still have 8 left over. Let's just double check. Machine gun. What do we have? Caliber upgrade. Get some penetration so we can hit more enemies. All that we need is 2 more blues. You know what? 15 seconds. I think that is a viable request. Yeah, okay, so that's the 2 that we need. Now we'll just go ahead and we'll kind of mine our way back towards where we need to go. Just so we're not wasting any potential things. Oh, and we have a boss. Oh, right, I completely forgot what level we were on. Penetration no longer matters. No, because we're only dealing with a single enemy. Okay then, well, what do we do? Great question. Let's go with maybe... I think we can get multiple upgrades for our shotgun, so I think that's what we're going to run with. Yeah, more shots per reload and more damage. We know it's going to arrive at some point soon, so we may as well go ahead and fire off what we can. Come on now. Get closer. That'll work out. There we are. Oop. Preemptive use of the shield, not ideal. Definitely taking damage. Come on now. Oh, need to stay back if we can. Let's go ahead and heal up. Definitely going to take some more. Come on now. If we didn't accidentally misuse that shield, we would have been alright, I think. Come on, let's try and keep that thing at a distance. Alright, missile. Let's go ahead and fire that off. Let's go ahead and drop a mine. We might actually get this thing. Oh, going for a ranged attack. Let's make sure that we keep out of range of those. Oh, dicey. And we got him. Alright, we are alive and kicking. Well, that's a bit of a miracle. I did not expect that. Oh, and we even get a free reload upgrade. Okay, cool. Free upgrade for taking out a major boss. I guess that is, I guess that's fair. Alright, let's go ahead and collect all of these. Let's see what we can find. Reload speed, spread reducer, or damage increase. Damage is the way that we're going to go. Oh, let's go with another damage increase. Yeah, I guess we might got a couple of things then. Okay, well, you know what? The more the merrier. We will never say no to freebies. And then, oh, you know, let's go ahead and drop this off again. I don't want to get too overloaded, just so we don't go slower than necessary. But yeah, that's the first time we've actually beaten one of the bosses, which is very, very nice. That is excellent. Alright, and it looks like it's about time. Oh no, that is... Okay, we're going to drop something down there. That should be fine. Can't do much about it. That just is what it is. Alright, what can we do? What is a good upgrade? I think... Yeah, let's just focus on our mining skills right now. We need 8 and 3 for this, so 3 greens. Yeah, 3 greens is probably what we are after. Oh, and you know what? Speak of the devil. It's right there. And we can collect all of that, and you know what? We might even have... no, it's not going to quite time out. We're not going to be able to get all of them this time round. That's fine. Alright, we've got 15 seconds. Definitely want to be at the top for this one. I do not know what we're facing, and I honestly don't want it to be too painful. So we're just going to go ahead and take a little bit of extra time to spare. Let's go ahead and collect what we were talking about. Let's go for the extra power. Actually, you know what? Do we want power or radius? That's an extra, we'll call it, what, 30%? If we do this, that's an extra 25 and an extra 10%? You know what? Let's go with radius. I think radius is going to be the optimal choice right there, and then that still leaves us a little bit left over. Let's go to our golden machine gun and let's upgrade the caliber. Yeah, rinse through more of our enemies more quickly. Alright, let's fire off everything that we've got. Let's see what we can do. Also too, I see our weapons down here. I think what we should try and aim for is unlocking more weapon spots. If we can get more weapon mounts, I think that would be really, really good for us. It means that we're more likely to be able to... yeah, we should be able to, what do we call it? Have more weapons, fight off the enemies just that much quicker. I think that sounds fairly fantastic. Alright, let's go ahead and collect these since they're down a dead end. And then, what have we got here? Nothing too crazy. You know, we'll get that extra block since we're already fairly still over there. Go ahead and drop these off. We need to go around if we're going to be able to take whatever's over there. Though how we get there, I do not know. Looks like quite the convoluted mess. Alright, but you know what? It's opening back up again, so I guess that'll do. No, let's just drop you in there. That should be fine. We'll mine all of this, clear up some of that. Oh, and is there actually a path over here? Oh, that's a dead end. Never mind. That is no good. Alright. Take everything we can get. We'll try and clear the area as best as we can. Yes, so many minerals there for our taking. If only we can get there by the next round. We do definitely need another heal. So speaking of which, let's go to our mech and we'll go for a health upgrade, an extra 75. And hopefully... what else could we get? Oh, you know what? We can go for the accuracy. There we go, that'll do. And then I don't think there's anything else we can afford. We'll go ahead and we'll drop a second mine. Oh, no, never mind. We just completely eradicated the first one. Go ahead and fire off our missile. We'll try and fight everybody on this front for a bit, and then let's turn around and see if we can handle these guys. Yeah, I think these damage upgrades that we picked up earlier are definitely paying dividends now that we're dealing with larger enemies. Go ahead and we'll drop a mine just for safety's sake. But I think we're fairly clear. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll drop that there. Let's go ahead and quickly clear out. I think that's about all we can afford. Yeah. Alright, and let's just drop drop one of them for now. I think we're just going to end up doing a couple of ferrying runs right now. Make sure that we collect all of the resources that are available. And then I think we go find ourselves a new mine. There we go. That should be good. May not be traveling at top speed, but again, we're still getting a decent amount each time we go, so that's all that really matters. We can blow open an entire another section, so I guess we should. Let's go ahead and we'll drop that there. Let's take that green one. There we are, 24 seconds left. Actually, we can go back and collect that as well, I think. Yeah, I think we're doing very good. Alright, and you know what? We're almost fast enough. I think we can go ahead and collect all of these. Alright, 3 seconds, but you know what? We have plenty of materials to upgrade. I don't think we need to be too worried. So, let's go ahead and see what we can do. We can go for a speed boost, more carrying capacity, but again, both of those feel like overkill. Let's work on our damage. Let's go with a rate of fire. That's fairly costly, but again, pretty decent nonetheless. We can't get higher. All that we can do is upgrade our caliber. Let's go for rotation speed. That is incredibly well overdue. Yeah, we should have picked that up ages ago, realistically. Like, the amount of damage we may have taken because we couldn't swivel our weapon around is kind of silly. But either way, that'll have to be fine. We can't afford anything else. Yeah, so I guess we're just getting right on into combat. Alright. Well, the good news is we're making a whole heap of progress here with our meta progression, which is phenomenal. Yeah, probably means that we're going to be able to afford a few more weapon spots like we desired. We might even be able to boost up our speed so we can check out more mines more swiftly. Yeah, that'd be the dream. Alright, let's drop a mine there just to be on the safe side. Yeah, we're in an absolute tank of a unit. That's awesome. Alright, you know what? We might actually have to go ahead and fire off a one of those missiles just to get rid of the straggling enemies further back. Oh, and all is well. Alright, well. Once more, let's go ahead and see what we can find. We'll go ahead and collect all of you. What can we get upgraded? Ricochet bullets, feed mechanism, or damage. You know, let's go ahead and boost up the penetration and ricochet. That's going to keep us in the fight for an incredibly long time. And then, what else do we need? I guess we just really need a whole heap of blue. Yeah, we can still go through the blues so quickly, even at this stage of the game. It's kind of impressive. Alright, well, either way, let's go ahead and, you know, we'll grab that one as we float on by. Let's maybe clear out this right-hand side a little bit more. See if we can find anything else worth noting. Alright, that's pretty decent. Oh, let's go ahead and grab those. Still another 30 seconds. Clear that one there so we don't collide into anything as we float on by. Let's see, 20 more seconds. Still looking pretty good. 10 more seconds. Okay, let's go ahead and just buy ourselves a little bit of wiggle room. Again, no need to pull things too tight. We're doing pretty well right now, so I'm not too concerned. Let's see, 27, 24, and 7. Maybe we go for the carry capacity. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and we'll pick that up. And then with the extras, I don't think that there's anything else we can really afford. No, we can't upgrade our ricochet bullets, although it's certainly not a bad plan. Although we could go for the missile launcher for the reload speed. 5 seconds isn't the most amazing though. Oh, hang on a second. Explosion radius. Yes. And I think that's going to be about all. Yeah, anything else is asking a little bit too much. Alright then, let's go ahead and see where we're at. Let's fire off that missile. Oh, and you know, let's just move to a different mine. We're trying to find a black box. Oop, although that does look like a dead end. That does not fill me with joy. But again, we're just rinsing through enemies. This is fantastic news. Alright, can we go further south? No. Someone's still struggling. Did we check this mine? Okay, we left them a distance. I don't think we did. Yeah, okay, we never checked this mine. We'll just make sure we do proper diligence and clear that out as best as we can. Oh my goodness, so much stuff. Let's go ahead and mine all of these. Yeah, this extra carry capacity is nice, although like it doesn't end up completely eradicating our issues. It jolly well makes them a lot easier, so I'm not too concerned about that. Yeah, maybe one of the next things we can go for is maybe a mech movement speed upgrade. That would at least provide us a little bit better ability to check out more mines more swiftly. Yeah, you know, we'll just drop you back down there. That should be fine. Look at all that meta currency. It is just delightful. Oh, and, oh, come on, let's pick you guys up. I will say, this is one thing where I do find that I think playing with a controller would make the game slightly better. When you're using all your keys and you're trying to move in specific directions, but yet you need to remove fingers to be able to pick up certain or hit certain buttons. It is the one thing that's not quite the best, but overall it's not that much of an issue. But you know, it's just one of those things. Alright, let's go ahead and check out somewhere else and purchase what we can. Let's drop a few things. Keep enemies behind us. Do we go for level 3 speed boost? No. Let's go ahead and speed up our mech. We'll purchase that. You know what? Let's really put the pedal to the metal and speed on by. I think we'll keep our greens for now just so we can maybe heal up if the worst is to happen. Although, you know what, maybe we'll just finish this up. We still have a couple of heals, that'll be fine. And then let's go damage increase. Let's see, what else could we do? You know what? Let's go with blast force, and then let's go with the Alright, fine. Let's just go with reload speed. That'll be perfectly fine. We're gonna be one very... Oh, wait, what? Oh, we got shot by a long distance thing. I missed the projectile. Well, you know what? That is still fine. We have survived 15 waves. That is a personal best for this series. One boss defeated. Look at that. That's almost 7,000 currency earned. Alright, well, he still wants the black box, which is fair enough. I can understand that. But we're going to go ahead and start upgrading our mech a bit. Let's go ahead and purchase some more relic spots. Do we go for all of them? 3,000 is fairly pricey. You know, I think we'll hold off for now, but 2 more weapons is amazing. Upgrades, let's go for a speed boost. Yeah, I think we go for a speed boost here. Oh, and there we go. We are now on a different skin for our mech. Very nice. But this should help us travel. You know, we'll go one more. This will help us travel so many more places. That'll be really good. I think we also go ahead and we boost up our health by a couple of points. And then let's just focus in on ourselves for the last little bit there. What do we go for? Oh, he's still got some good skills, but we can't quite get them yet. So I guess we go with the... Let's go with the drill force. It's 1,000, but again, that's still pretty good. And then let's go with maybe the carry capacity, and then let's see, 750. Do we just go with? Do we go with one more? And just minimize the amount of slowdown from having carried so much stuff. Yeah, I think that's probably the better thing for us at this point. And we've also got a new skin upgrade. Very, very cool. Things are looking pretty good. Mech's looking a lot more tanky. We're feeling pretty solid about our skills. And we've got a little bit more to go. So I guess we're going to have to keep on searching. Yeah, we're going to have to figure out where this black box is, but at least we now have the ability to do so that much quicker. So if you don't want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.